resources. You got to be aware of how much RAM is being used, how much processor is being used, how much disk space is being used, kind of thing, or else it will come up and bite you. All of a sudden it will stop responding to you, and you don't know why. Well, you got to. Um, Number four, never, ever, ever, ever log into the operating system as root. That's too much responsibility and power.
Hang on, Door. I got to say that one again. Well, first of all, I got to call you back on Skype. I'm losing your audio. Video is fine, just losing your audio. Hang on one sec. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take it from never ever.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ever log into a computer as root. Now, Puppy, we talked about a little bit ago, you're always a root. That's different. That's a desktop. As a server, you should never log in as root. It's too easy to mess something up because you don't get prompted, you don't get warned close to as much when you're root. If you're the normal person, you always have to put in your password. Never log in as root.
Okay.
Get to know chown and chmod. There are two commands to change file attributes and file ownerships. Very important. Never use FTP, period, bar none. Ever, never should you use FTP. It's insanely insecure. Use SFTP.
Okay.
LS command, probably the most used command you will run except for CD change directory. Top, super easy, nice way of seeing all the activity going on right now on your computer. What's taking up the processor, what's taking up the network, yada, yada. grep. Grep is a never-ending hole of learning. It's the probably most powerful command in Linux that will let you take anything and search within something else. So let me I can explain it.
Okay.
Number 10, redirect the results of a grep search into a file. It's always nice to be able to do a search that might return too much stuff back to you, save it to a file, then open up the file to do your edits.
I see.
Or your searching. It's much easier to do Control F and then F3 and find it. Okay, the next thing, Steve, I know you're not going to like at all.
Okay.
Somebody else will, though. Maybe they're in, Tanzania or someplace, I don't know, and they have fax machines.
Fax machines.
Fax machines. Okay. I'll say no one should have a physical fax machine. Period. Bar none. Period. It's ridiculous how much they cost. It's ridiculous how much they cost to get fixed. It's ridiculous how much the toners cost.
They're old.
You shouldn't have. They are. With that said, you still might have to transmit data electronically over a phone line. I don't know why, but you might. There's this open source software called Hylafax. Hylafax. And it's at hylafax.org.
And they have a cute little frog as their logo.
Yeah, so that takes some of the edge off, Think of this as a standalone application that can send fax out on your behalf and receive faxes on your behalf. Okay. It's basically like an email server sitting on your network. And when you send it an email, it will then take that and send it out as a fax.
Interesting.
It can take PDFs, PostScripts, TIF files, RTF files, HTML files, and send it out as a fax. And it can receive and send those faxes back to the person at the email address. I don't know how it can know if I have 10 people on my network, this received fax goes to Bob, this received fax goes to Mary. But it says it can do it. And it's on the internet. Would they lie?
The world's most advanced open source fax server. I guess somebody had to make one.
It was inevitable, Steve.
Yeah.
And while you and me want to be like Office Space and just crush fax machines, some people need this kind of functionality, and to them, good luck.
Nice one.
Yeah. Okay. Now this next thing I want to talk about, I'm only going to gloss over because, like we were talking on Everyday Linux, this probably does not have spousal approval. It probably couldn't get spousal approval because it's not pretty enough and it's not simple enough. This is a article found over at How to Forge, which I really like me some How to Forge. Okay, this is the perfect media server. I will ad lib it and say this is the perfect media server for the 18 to 24-year-old male that does not have a wife. Okay. This is for the guy that doesn't care how he gets his stuff as long as he gets his stuff.
Okay.
It's combining 5 pieces of software. If I'm not mistaken, only one of them is the main. Other ones are like add-ons and plugins and extension. The main piece of software I can't even pronounce. SABNZBD.
Yeah, that's hard to pronounce. Vowels usually help in pronunciation, and this is lacking in that.
Right, just a little. Okay, what this basically enables you to do, it enables you to acquire and sort and display and stream all kinds of media in all different kinds of ways. One of the main applications is called Sickbeard. It gets stuff. Couch Potato, it's a way to display streaming video. Headphones is a way to hear streaming audio. And Servio, which I have no idea what that is.
A free media server is what it's
a free media server. Right. So this is basically, I think, the backbone of the rendering part, and SABNZBD is the server part for gathering the data.
I see.
Okay. I'll say if you like being legal, you can still follow this and do legal stuff. That's what I do. I don't like to do anything illegal, period. I like to be here for my babies.
Good one.
Yeah. And I'll say, even if you don't want to do it, it was an interesting read to learn about all these applications that do exist that I didn't really know about.
And it's done on Ubuntu 11.10.
Yep. Now, this one kind of goes hand to hand with that one. Okay. For people who do BitTorrenting, you really cringe when you hear Pirate Bay's going down for this length of time, or this site's going down for that length of time, and you get really scared. And it has nothing to do with actual BitTorrent, the network of BitTorrent. Okay? That network will be up, period. But what you're scared of losing are those torrent files, .torrent files, which aren't really anything except for markers. You know what I mean? When you download a torrent file, it's a little teeny tiny file that just tells you this is where the stuff is at. Coming soon, it's going to become, in my belief, very normal that you are going to have what's called centralized BitTorrents.
Okay.
Which means you will never need to go to a website again, download a .torrent file to get the content that you want. You'll be able to, more of along the lines of Kazaa or Napster, just search the network for activity.
I see.
And get it that way.
So the RAAA in the movie MP, whatever, they're going to freaking hate this.
I know, but it's the kind of thing I don't know how they can do something about it, except for taking down BitTorrent itself. And that's a tall glass to take down.
If they take down BitTorrent, what? The actual site? Because that doesn't serve up to anything, does it?
Right. That's what I mean. You have to take down the network. You have to basically go to ISPs
Right.
and cut it off. And
exactly.
And I believe I can have my BitTorrent client use different ports. So I don't know how they could do that.
Wow, they're gonna hate it. They're going berserk.
Oh, I'm sure, and I'll tell them keep going berserk.
Yeah.
You guys get everything you deserve. Okay, we're gonna jump onto a little bit of a game thing here, Steve.
Yep.
This link I got from Linux Basics last Friday, and I don't remember who it was. I can't remember. It might have been the Z-Man. The 100 best free and high quality Linux games. Dude, 100's a lot. We're not even going to come close to going through all these. I'll just ask you to go there, scroll down, look at the screenshots, and one consistent thing I think he'll say is, man, that looks good.
Urban Terror.
Yeah.
Urban Terror, Alien Arena, Wolfenstein, Enemy Territory, they all look great.
Yeah. Well, as you go down, they definitely get more not focused, I'll say, on graphics. And they worry about gameplay like Greedy Car Thieves, which is basically like Grand Theft Auto 2.
Greedy Car Thieves? That's really the name of it?
Yeah, I wouldn't lie to you.
I gotta find that one. It's on here? What number?
Yeah, it's you're gonna say that, Steve. It looks like it is number 21.
Greedy Car Thieves. It's bird's eye view. It's not even like 3D like open world. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's how Grand Theft Auto 2 was.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's all top down.
Top down.
I mean, when you went fast, it would zoom out. Slow down, it would zoom in.
I love it.
But I mean, and to be honest, there are a plethora of levels of games too. If you don't have the newest hardware, there's stuff in here that you can run. If you do have the newest hardware, there's stuff in here that I think could still push your processor.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good link.
Too many, Steve. Yeah, I'm done. I'll stop scrolling now. Okay. I'm gonna actually jump down just a little bit, and it's a thing called Code Hero.
Yes.
It is a game that teaches you how to make games.
Great idea.
Well, and which I'll say might not make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but quite literally, I would say the best way to think of this is like flight simulators. While it's not real at all, you're understanding the basics of driving or flying or whatever. What this game basically wants to teach you how to do is how to do little small bits that will build up to a game. And it was at a Kickstarter. They had a goal of $100,000. They got $170,000.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm just really super interested to see how they do it. You know, I think I'll buy it.
There's a video.
Yeah.
I'm playing it now. It's pretty interesting. It's like it's like an educational game, basically.
Well, and that's the thing. We all know educational games suck. The hardest thing in the world is to make educational games fun. And because it's adult education, I think they actually might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. This looks like it's pretty damn good. Not gonna lie.
And they did have, no backers. One backer did pledge more than $3,133.
Wow, good for them.
What they get is intern on a plane, help build Code Hero, and celebrate at Berlin at our December 2012 launch party. You will not only become a elite hacker, founding the apprentice entitled person Code Hero creates, as long as it's not December 21st, 2012. That's all I gotta say. That's the end of the world, some people say.
This is pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, I